So all OHD's offices and the administration building, including the school bus, if any. The school has hired a digitization engineer collaboratively with the Kiswate. The engineer must have both skills of a computer technician and digitization engineer. The school has formed a digitization committee whose membership includes Kiswate digitization engineer. Number 9, the school commits to adopt the use of Kiswate Smart ID effective January 2026 at a cost to be determined collaboratively between Kiswate and the digitization committee of the school under the guidance of the school principal on behalf of the board of management of the school. Now the school adopts remote digital learning, use of Kiswate digital register, and remote Kiswate digital library as approved by the Kiswate delegates during the 5th Kiswate AGM on August 20th, 2025 at St. Mary's Ukola High School, Ugenya Sub-County, Sia County. Number 11, the school abolishes the position of BOM employed teachers within 3 years effective January 2026. The school submits a list of at least 45 students per class for a maximum of 3 classes, giving details of class admission numbers, parents, class teachers' names, phone numbers, and email addresses, if any. And then there are YouTube links there. So you send the above information to kiswatekenya@gmail.com, and all documents must be in PDF format, and all class lists must be in Excel file format. Now, Hanaka, when you are recruiting for us, teachers, schools, and students, you are not working for free. We're going to pay you. And the way we are going to pay you, the model that we have adopted is this. You come here, and you go to our website. I don't know whether this is the website. Oh, no, not this one. We have so many websites. So we don't go to that one. That's for charity. Kiswate register. And this is the website we are using. You click on this. And when you're on this website, you see we have digital schools, digital villages through Kiswate Smart ID technology. So you come here and click per diem. It gives you the table on how you should be paid. So your principal will have to write to us and advise us your job group. So if your job group falls between K and N, D4, you'll tell us where you are working, whether it's in cluster 1, Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Malindi, Kilifi, Lamu, and Kwale. Or if you're in cluster 2, Nyeri, Eldoret, Kericho, Kakamega, Kisii, Kiambu, Nanyuki, Nakuru, and Lodwar. And if you are not in those 2 clusters, then you are in cluster 3, any other. Ugenya is these clusters. But you don't need to work in Ugenya. You can be in Ugenya, but you have a connection. You have a network of principals in schools in Mombasa. You just use your phone to call, and you get the school admitted here. So if you are in D4, your per diem per day will be 7,000. Will be 7,000, and you first apply, and we approve it. After we approve it, then you go work. After you work, then you claim your money. We are not going to pay before you work. We are going to pay after you have worked, because the job is remote. The job is remote. But if you must travel, let's say you can organize for a group of 10 schools so that you meet them together. So if you must travel, then we can approve in advance. Programs. Mary, there's somebody on the waiting room. Can I admit him? Now, Rhoda, do you have any question for me on this?
I'm just seeing the job groups. I can see K to N. Now this TSC uses C1,
yes, this
C2,
is, I get your point. This is the most recent circular from the government. So what you're going to do, you're going to help me translate these job groups in the TSC job groups. I'm not only hiring TSC, I'm not only hiring teachers, I'm hiring professionals from different government departments with different background. Teachers is just a small percentage of the people I'm hiring. So this is not for teachers only. This is for everybody. So we're going to get a volunteer to convert these jobs in the TSC job groups. Okay, I'm done with that. And of course, our tool. Somebody is on the meeting. 2 people are in the meeting room. Can somebody admit them? Let me admit them. I don't know why Mary is not admitting, or Mary has already admitted them. Mary had already admitted them. They're joining. They'll find us on the way. And then, Rhoda, this is what is very important to you. You must know how to generate lessons plans. I've already demonstrated this. I don't want to demonstrate this anymore. Then you go back to our website also. Again, there are contacts. claim payment per diem, and also a school can register. If you are working, they create account. After they create account, they select whether they're a school or they're a publisher, and then they'll create account. After that, they can be logged in. They have a profile. So this is the website we are using right now. So I'll stop this one there. Then I'll go to another one. I don't know whether yeah, I can see Oaga there. There was Samsung. Samsung has dropped. I'm very sorry, you guys. If you're gonna be like this, you're gonna be late. I'm sorry, you're not gonna be work for us. You cannot be late when the class is remote, because it is not only your class, it's not only your locality, it's classes distributed all over Kenya. And if you are going to be late for our class, you're going to give us a bad image. And image is every, you must log in 30 minutes or 15 minutes before time. At very worst, 15 minutes before time. If this happens in class, I just disqualify that class. And I don't have any other language how I can prepackage that and say it nicely. I don't speak the language of pleasing people. That's one characteristic about me. Having said that, tomorrow we're gonna have another meeting again, and the people who are gonna be either absent or be late for class, even if it is 3 minutes, I'm gonna remove them from the teaching timetable. I'm not a politician. I'm not in the business of pleasing people. I'm not looking for votes in Uganda. And I've told the principals on point blank, I'm not looking for votes. I just want to do what I'm here to do. And there are also some people taking me hostage to bribe them. I'm not going to pay a bribe no matter what. Even if this thing collapses, I can't pay a bribe because I'm a citizen of the United States. And as a citizen of the United States, I have my family in the United States. I have my wife and I have my 2 children. My 2 children have got benefits from the government. They have scholarships from the government. My wife works. Some of the jobs are government jobs. If I'm found taking a bribe, they will remove my children from these benefits. My wife will not be able to work. And I can't sacrifice my family because you want me to bribe you the Kenyan style. No bribe. You can do whatever you want. You can kill this initiative, but I'm not going to pay any bribe. No matter what. You can also come for my life, but I'm not going to pay for bribe. But we can pay tips. Do your job. After doing your job, let me be happy about your job, and I'm going to pay you tips. That is acceptable in the United States. You can pay tips, you can go honorarium, you can say thank you, you can give a birthday gift. That's accepted by law in America. But America does not allow anybody within its jurisdiction to pay for a service that has not been delivered. The service has to be delivered first as per our standards. If the person is happy, can give you a tip, but it's not mandatory because we pay for everything. Now, having said that, the team that worked at Okwala did a wonderful job. They did a wonderful job. And for that reason, for the host principal, I'm giving a tip or a honorarium of 20,000. For the workers, the 18 workers that worked, the support workers, I'm giving a tip of 500 shillings each. And for the accountant, I'm giving 1,000. Then, for the host school, when we are in that school, people use their toilets, people use their water, people use their electricity, and the bill gonna come at the end of the month. There will be a high bill. I'm still talking to my team to see how much we can give Ukwala. So remember, the 20,000 honorarium is given to the principal because he organized that. Then there's the other one is given to the school. It's got the school account. And the hosting of our AGM will be rotational. Not even a single one school will host our AGM. It will be rotational. This year, last year, it was at Luero Elementary School. This year, it was at St. Mary's Ukwala. Next year, maybe it will be at Uyundo or at Kagonya. And when we do that, we appreciate them uniformly. I don't want to segregate. I don't want to discriminate. And my staff are done in the open. I also had a case whereby I had one person who is a chairman of a board in one school, school A, and at the same time, a chairman board is school B. I'm paying them 5,000 each. So people were asking me, how comes you are giving one person 10,000? It's because he's a member of the chairman of a board in 2 schools. He has worked twice. So he deserves that. And there are very people Very few people who can do that. He's a selfless man. And because of being selfless, I'm going to add him another 5,000. So I'll pay him 15,000. So what we are doing, the payment I'm giving you, it has to be accounted for. There's accountability. What do you do with this information? Imagine I don't care. I don't care. Call Men on Black. You can even send them. There's a group of young men who sent to my mother's house, and they wanted to attack my mother. Imagine I don't care. That's up to you, and the law will deal with you accordingly. The law will deal with you accordingly. And I'm asking these people, please allow me to do what God brought me here on earth to do. And I want to make it very clear, my motivation is not money. Mr. Sagege, Collins. Mr. Collins?
Yes, please, Mr.
Are you there? I'm telling everybody here when you are listening that my motivation is not money. And what is my motivation? I want to tell you my motivation. Why you should be motivated to work for me? My motivation is this. I am 2 steps behind Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, Elon Musk, and if you guys can help me roll out this project so that we have all school in Kenya digitized, they will promote me so that I'll have only 1 step. I'll be 1 step behind Barack Obama, and I've not been a president of a country. I'll be 1 step behind Elon Musk, and I'm not a billionaire like Elon Musk. I'm only a billionaire in terms of ideas. Mr. Collins, if you guys tell me that you want to make this thing work, and I give you all the money, I'm ready to do that. I just want to be
I've joined in.
Yes, we see you, but you have joined late. Now, I just want to be... Yeah, that's okay, Mr. Hendera. I just want you guys to help me be at the same level with those people.
Everybody is calling me for the link.
Excuse me? Mr. Hendera?
Everybody is calling me for the link. That is why I'm getting interrupted.
My link is very clear. Tell the person to go to my Facebook page. My name on Facebook page is Pius Odhiambo, and I don't have my image on my Facebook page. My profile picture is Makuzi, who is who. And then behind that profile picture, I have a very big house, my dream house. Now, when he gets a profile with that name, let him read the pinned post, everything, and he will get a link there for Zoom. Let him join using that. That is going to be our link for the next 2 years. It's not going to change. It is a pinned post.
Fine.
Yes. I'm not going to share link with anybody. You guys are lucky I shared it on the letter. So there's Technopov and you. Please change to your name. So, Mr. Collins, what I'm saying, my motivation is not money. Look here. I've digressed a little bit because I'm waiting for those other people to join. Look here. During COVID-19, I adopted Luero Elementary and Junior Secondary School. It was primary school. It had got less than 200 students. It is built on half an acre of land. And I think when you went for the meeting, you were shown the school. Did you see the school, Mr. Collins?
Yes, I saw the school when I was moving.
No, it is highly ranked. Imagine we have lobbied the government. I'm just one person, and I'm using bloodless means. I'm not using violent means. What am I using? I'm just using a microphone. Journalists, I have my own journalist, Kiswate TV. Just kids. They're just kids who have graduated, who we gave scholarship and happened to do very well and now went to the university. They have not even graduated. And then we hired a profession to come and train them as journalists. Now, these kids have mastered the trade. I'm telling you, Manaka, my Kiswate TV queens grace the screen. You might think they have been professionally trained as journalists in the best journalism school in the world. And yet they are just, this is not even their profession. They're not journalists. They are medical doctors. They are engineers. They are pharmaceutical doctors in their second year of studies. And now, I use them. Why? To tell the public what I want done. not what should be done, what I want done. Now, when they take their microphone and they grace the TV screens, then we sambaza through social media. It reaches the government, it reaches even the president, it reaches the National Land Commission, and they take action. Now, Luero, a school that was built on half an acre of land, has just received 3 million shillings, courtesy of my work. They're going to buy land. Compulsory acquisition is not tafadhali. Anaka. Sio ati mambo ya tafadhali. Compulsory acquisition of land from the neighbors. We're going to pay them at the market rate. And me now, the initiator, I'm telling them, if the school decide to use the 3 million to buy land, I'm going to add them 1.5 million. Because these are my neighbors. These are my friends. We went to them to school in appreciation for surrendering the land to the government. If the school decide only to use 1 million, I'm going to add them 500,000. And I'm saying this in front of cameras. So Luero Elementary and Junior Secondary School now has land. And we're going to do horizontal and vertical expansion. I don't know whether you guys need that video. So we'll have Luero Kindergarten, Luero Elementary, Luero Junior School, and Luero Senior School. We're going to build going to the sky and reserve the land for field. Just because of the Kiswate TV. And who is doing this? The students whom I gave scholarship. So my money is not going to waste. It's giving me value. Another example, they demonstrated not to me. They wanted a qualified TSC principal, or a principal that was posted, qualified principal posted by the TSC. They wanted an access road. They wanted, what other thing did they ask? During COVID-19. Now, Mr. Sagege, when he went to that school, did we have an access road?
Yeah, sure. There was a road passed by the school gate.
Imagine that road is just a muddy road. But I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud. I'm just wondering, how soon can I come and drive on that road? Now, another thing they ask for a health center. Don't we have a health center? Another thing they ask for so many things. You're going to see that video. Now, Mr. Sagege, if over a period of 4 years, everything that we wanted done has been done, do you think this one will fail?
Not necessarily. It may not.
And rather, for your information, we are launching Kiswate Digital Academy in Dhika on September 9th, on September 4th. And on this September 4th, 10 schools have already signed up. They are waiting for Kiswate Digital Academy. When my brother and the Luonyaza, they are still dragging their feet. Do I really need them? Madam,
We'll bring them on board.
if my brothers in the Luonyaza decides that they kill this thing, what I'll do, I'll just initiate your transfer to Central Kenya, so that you go work there. But I know that will not be very helpful to you.
Help me. My family is on that side.
Yes, I was waiting for the Director HR to be here. Director HR, you are late for the meeting. Please, can you say hi? Hi to the members of the team. You are the one that controls the money. Are you there? The Director HR, are you there? Director HR? Director HR is an autopilot. I didn't get what Lino Haga said. Lino Haga, can you say it again? Lynn, did you say something? Director HR is an autopilot. Madam Lino Haga on autopilot. If you do this in class, you'll be digging your own grave. Mr. Collins, if this happens in a class, in a virtual class, you're just going to dig your own grave. Because the beauty of what I'm saying is this, I'm doing it in advance. I'm saying it in advance so that you may make a decision whether to participate or not to participate. Participation is voluntary. Anyway, I don't know why they are on autopilot. And Director HR, are you there? Mr. Geoffrey Odalo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Can we see your photo, please? Yes. Before you are on autopilot, we are seeing you. Please, can you introduce yourself? You have just done introduction.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. And before you introduce yourself, you come late to our classes, you not come back again. Because in a virtual class, you can't be late no matter what. You start 30 minutes earlier or 15 minutes earlier. Remember, you are not only teaching the class on your side. You are teaching classes distributed all over the country. We don't want you to inconvenience everybody. So please go ahead. And you are not the only one who is late. Tomorrow, if you are late, I'll block you. Anybody that's going to be late tomorrow, even by 5 minutes, I'm going to block the person. So, Mr. Odalo, please take it away.
Good evening, members. My name is Geoffrey Odalo.
The director HR is
Teacher of
frozen.
Mathematics and Business Studies. Currently,
Director HR, your internet is poor. Call Amos Otieno.
currently I work in Kajiado County.
Hey, hold on. Director HR, your internet connectivity is too poor. You can't use that internet to teach. Call Amos Otieno to install for you a new internet. You get frozen every 15 seconds. Can you try now? Director HR, can you do your introduction without the video to see whether we'll be able to hear?
Can you now get me?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yeah, please go ahead and introduce yourself. We didn't see anything. We didn't get anything.
My name is Geoffrey Odalo and Business Studies, currently based in Kajiado County. I'm one of the global teachers, and I look forward to work with you.
Thank you very much. Welcome on board. Madam Lino Aga, can you introduce yourself, please? Madam Lino Aga is not here. Let's go to Nyaboke Ikobe. Please, can you introduce yourself? Madam Nyaboke.
Yes.
Yes, can you introduce yourself, please? And
Yes.
HR, can you call Eric Oduo to join the meeting, please? Director HR, did you hear me?
Yes, I've just sent him the link. He didn't have the link. I've just
The
sent
link
him.
is on Facebook. I've said this multiple times. Okay, Madam Nyaboke, please take it away.
Kindly give me a
If you
few
are not in a
minutes.
position to introduce
Yes.
yourself, can you mute
I
you do
can,
it later?
I'm not hearing you.
Okay, you do it later. Do it later. Please mute.
I'm not hearing you. I'm saying give me a few minutes. I alight.
Okay.
I am in a noisy matter, so please give me a few minutes. I alight.
Please mute them. Mute them.
Yeah, okay.
So I think everybody has introduced themselves. Ahendera, I'm going to introduce you later when Eric arrives. I want people to get the difference between your role and that role of Eric. So that's why I'm not introducing you. So we have already done agenda number 1. Let's move to agenda number 2, which is very important. And you have missed agenda number 1. You have to review the minutes, because when classes are conducted online, we do not have this issue that I'm going to be late. Excuses. No room for that. If you do excuses, you'll be telling us that you don't deserve this job. So this is the timetable. And please ask me questions. This is what I was approved by the principals. So with the guidance of Mr. Collins, we are going to have what we call, can everybody see my screen? Hello?
Yes, I can see.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
So with the guidance of Mr. Collins, Everybody, this is what we have come up with. And I see Ms. Eric has already joined. Let me introduce them first. Let me introduce them first. Let me stop sharing. Eric, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you so well.
You are so late. If you are late in class like this, we'll block your way. You will be digging your own grave. When classes are virtual, you can't afford to be late for 1 minute. And tomorrow we'll have the same class. We'll have the same meeting at the same time. If you are late, I'll block you. This is the first time you are coming late. That's fine. But tomorrow, if you are late, I'll just block you. So Eric, put on your video. And Mr. Hendera, put on your video. And Mr. Hendera, Mary, can you label the name of Mr. Hendera correctly? I don't want to read a Samsung. I want the AI to capture it. Mary, did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And if you have the telephone number for Mrs. Ohaga, can you call her to come back to the meeting?
Can you send it to me?
Let me send it to you.
Okay.
So, Eric, I'm waiting for your photo or video because I introduce you. I want to introduce you.
Okay. I just I'm fixing it just immediately.
Please.
Hello. The name for Samsung. The official name for Samsung SM
is Michael Hendera.
Oh.
So maybe it is your work to teach all my staff on how to change their names, on how to change the background. It is if somebody comes to the meeting and they're unable to change their names in the background, that is on you, not on them. So after the meeting, I want you to get in touch with Hendera and show him how to change the name, how to change the background, things like that. Mary, did you get me? Mary, did you get my point? Mary?
Yes.
Did you get my point?
Yes.
So I'm sending you the contact for Ohaga. Call her and ask her to come back to the meeting. She's not in the meeting.
Okay.
Yes. Tell her to decide whether she wants to be on the meeting, to stay in the meeting. If she doesn't want to be in the meeting, then she should just exit. We don't want people on autopilot. We don't want people on autopilot. So Eric, are you able to put on your video or you need some more time?
No.
Yeah, please put on your video. Mary, change the name for Mr. Hendera. Let me change it for you. Yeah, it's already been changed. That's good. Everybody must have their name. Okay, Eric, you are taking too long, Eric. Or you want me to call you Erico for you to change? Erico, please change and put on your video. Erico, we are waiting for you.
Yes, my video I think should be visible now.
No, we are not seeing it. Did you block your camera permanently?
I think I need to.
Yes, we can now see you, but Mr. Hendera stepped out. Let's wait for Mr. Hendera to come back. So these are the housekeeping duties. Now, point number one, Mr. Hendera is the principal Kiswate Digital Academy. Mr. Hendera is the principal Kiswate Digital Academy. He is the principal of principals. He's going to have 10,000 principals under him. And I'm just wondering, how will you control 10,000 principals under you? I'm going to provide you with a solution. Now, because Mr. Hendera is the principal Kiswate Digital Academy, he is in charge of all teaching programs. Anything to do with the teaching that takes place within a school environment, inside the school environment. If you have 10,000 schools, anything that takes place Inside, within those 10,000 schools, Mr. Hendera is the boss, and the buck stops with Mr. Hendera. Now, Erico is the principal, Kiswate Digital Academy Tuition School. We're going to have a tuition school. And it's not the first time we're having a tuition school. We have had a tuition school since time memorial. Since I was a young man. Second year at the university. We have been having a tuition school. Now, Eric ni mujuku when it comes to tuition school. And we have Mr. Odalo there who used to carry for me briefcase. And then he recruited Eric when I've already left. And Eric also became very creative and started his own tuition school. Mr. Eric, can you share with us why I don't know whether it's winded or wounded up. You know, in language with me, we don't go together. Language, when one is moving this way, the other I'm moving the other side. We are not together. So just bear with me. Mimi ni mambo ya technology na computer na engineering na designing. That is me. That is why I have director of translation and communications. I cannot have a director of translation and communication when he's doing nothing. Her work is to make sure that whatever I say is translated into a language that the common mwananchi can understand. So, Rhoda, if you are not understanding what I'm saying, please go for a translation. I have a director for translation for that. Now, Eric, can you tell us, why have you decided to do away with your tuition school and it was giving you good money? I remember you one time asking us to buy it. We can still buy it. Is it still on market? Yes. Tell us something about your tuition school before I introduce you to our teachers.
Yeah. So first and foremost, I would want to apologize for reporting to meeting late. I was still, I faced a bit of technicalities with accessing the meeting codes, that is the ID and the password, but finally I was able to get it, and I managed to find my way into the meeting.
And tomorrow, don't be late.
So,
hold on. Tomorrow, don't be late. It's the same code.
I am not very sure, first of all, if my signals are okay.
Somebody muted me.
But I'm trusting that you can hear me from this end.
Yes, I can hear you. And Eric, before you proceed, please tomorrow don't be late because of the link. It's the same link.
Noted.
It's the same code and it's available on my Facebook page. And that link, I'm going to use it for the next 2 years. Eric, are we together? Are we communicating?
Yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead. And tell us something about your tuition school. Why have you done away with your tuition school?
I joined the, okay, I would say that for the last 10 years or so, I've been working as a teacher in various schools. I have had various experiences with different curricula. I have taught almost every curriculum, like quite a number of them, like very many curricula, like I would say. So when COVID-19, maybe I would say first while I was in Kenyatta University, I struggled with a bit of finances, you know, trying to maintain myself at the university was a bit of a challenge. So I tried to reach out to a few people who are organizing tuitions here and there. So I participated in quite a number of them, ranging from tuition centers that could take place over the holidays to homeschooling. So we could leave the university and go to different homes. We would have students who pursue their studies from home. So we go there, tutor them in mathematics and physics. That continued even after I was done with the university. That is 2015. So I did that. Now, when COVID-19 happened, we did a lot of teaching virtual. So when when learning finally resumed, that is physical learning, I encountered somebody who does CPA classes, and they do it purely online. So they were charging some money. And I felt like, what if I introduce this to high school students? Because they could have the classes in the evening. Every evening, we could have classes taking place. And I knew someone who was very close to me who could attend all those classes every evening. And I said, what if I introduce this to high school? So as at the time we started, actually, we were very few. I didn't see anybody else was doing the online classes that time. But this idea, basically, I got it from the challenges we faced when we had COVID-19. So students could not attend classes physically. So we could teach them online. And that's how I learned most of my digital teaching, because of the COVID-19. So when I gained this idea from this, it's called RCM. They do CPA classes in the evenings, and they have quite a number of students, and they were charging very
Mr.
little amount.
Eric,
So I said,
time is not on our side. You have already made your point. Thank you very much. Let me introduce you. Now, Mr. Endera is the principal, Kiswate Digital Academy. He will be overseeing over 10,000 principals and is in charge of any program that takes place within the school environment. Mr. Eric is the principal, Kiswate Digital Academy Tuition School, and he's in charge of any program, teaching program, that is going to take place outside the school. Outside the school. Now, Mr. Eric, do you now understand your role? Eric? Mr. Endera, do you understand your role?
Yes, I do.
Because I don't want to be there any conflict between you and Eric. One, when the students are inside the school, when they are done with the school program, you push them to Eric, and Eric takes over. When the holidays is over, Eric pushes them to you like that. So that is what I wanted to say. Now, Madam Lino Aga, please can you introduce yourself? Is Lino Aga in the meeting? Mary, did you call Lynn? Mary?
Yes.
Did you call Lynn?
No.
Please call Lynn and ask her to come back to the meeting. Madam Ikobe, are you now in the meeting? It seems they are not there. So let's continue.
I am here and I am ready now. I can talk.
Okay, put on your video and introduce yourself. And Miss Mary, you have misspelled Mr. Hendera's name. It's not Hendera. It is A Hendera. There's an A, then H. A Hendera. Okay,
I'm going to-
Betty, please take it away. We can't hear you. You are on mute. You are on mute, please.
Yeah, I was saying that I'm sorry I was in a noisy matatu. That's why we could not communicate.
So please go ahead.
What exactly did you expect me to say, sir?
No, just introduce yourself. These people don't know you.
All right. Thank you. So my name is Beatrice Nyaboke Ikobe. I am a deputy principal at Nile Road Special Secondary School in Kamulu, Nairobi. I'm proud to be part of Kiswate. I've been in it for quite some time now. We started with a few children, and I'm happy that we have grown into something very big, courtesy of our founder. I am a teacher of Kiswahili and CRE, but in Kiswate, I will be more specific in Kiswahili Fasihi, which is also my favorite subject. So I look forward to this whole big thing. Mr. Pius, if I may ask, what one of the concerns that has come up, the classes Will the timings affect day scholars in a school? Maybe.
I'll explain that. I'll explain that.
All right. Thank you so
I'm going to
much.
explain that. Thank you for your introduction. Now, I have full house now, and the 6 minutes to, I think, 6. Now, Director HR, you need to advise me. Do I move this meeting from 5 to 7 to 6 to 8 so that everybody can attend? Director HR?
Subject to availability of the members.
Can you please conduct that session? Can you ask the members if they want to maintain this meeting from 5 to 7 tomorrow or remove it to 6 to 8? Because I don't want people coming for meetings late. Please, over to you, the Director HR, please.
Now, members, as you have heard from the Director General of the founder, Kiswate, we wish to be having meeting, but it seems like between 5 to 7 is a problem to majority of us. Is it possible if we can shift the time from 6 to 8 p.m., starting from tomorrow onwards, any other day when we have the meeting, want to have the meeting? Because like myself, I can say that today was, we were reporting today, and I was receiving students and parents. And that's why today was a challenge to me, that 5 to 7. And I think other days will not be a challenge to me. I don't know what others are feeling. On my side today was a challenge because of the reporting. Our students were reporting today, they were opening today. And I was receiving the students together with the parents. So I was handling them. So I don't know what others are feeling starting from tomorrow henceforth. Maybe if I can get reaction from members, what their view is, so that we can come into consensus on the best time for our meeting. Thank you, and your views are welcome.
So members,
think
let each one of us contribute. What time do you want us to have meetings? For Wednesday and Thursday every week until the classes begin. Because we're going to have training session. Do you want it at 5 to 7 or you want it from 6 to 8?
Mr. Diambo, I would be of the opinion that we move it from 6 to 8 because at 5, maybe some members would be traveling, leaving school, and then keeping them in school up to 7. I think it's comfortable if we have 6 to 8, then everybody will have actually settled themselves. That's my opinion.
Okay, can I have a member supporting that? Any member who supports that?
Yes, I do. I support that because personally at 5 is when I have to release the students to go home, mine being a day school. So, and it's never at exactly 5. Sometimes it delays up to around 5:15, 5:20. So I would really prefer the meeting to move to 6 for myself. Thank you.
Can I have more contribution from more members?
Maybe allow me to speak.
Yes.
I think the movement or the shift of time probably would work with most of us because I've noticed that myself, even I entered late. So maybe we can move it to 6 to 8. I think 6 to 8 will be okay. Thank you.
Okay, one more member. Can I have contribution from Madam Lino Aga? Mary, what do you think?
I second it.
Okay, so make sure that you communicate the information to the members who are absent so that we have our meetings from 6 to 8 tomorrow, and then any other day, any other day like that before the classes begin. Now, having said that, let us move to the most important agenda here, the timetable. And of course, if you are on a timetable, which means you are on a payroll. I used to have incidences where teachers report to school And all of a sudden, they realized the principal removed their names from the timetable. Mr. Hendera, do we still have such incidences? Mr. Hendera, are you there?
Yes, Bwana Pius?
Do principals still remove teachers from the timetable? You report to a school, you're a teacher in that school posted by TSC, but when you report in the morning, you realize the principal removed your name from the timetable.
Yeah, some notorious ones still do, though they know it's against the Teacher Service Commission regulations.
So here, when you remove your name from the teaching timetable, it means you are fired. So
Yeah,
I want to explain this. I want to explain this so that you get the difference. I hope everybody's seeing my screen. Please pay attention. I hope everybody's seeing my screen. Can somebody confirm if you are seeing my screen? Madam Betty?
Yes, it's readable. Yes,
I'm going to answer your concern. I'm going to answer your question. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, please pay attention because this is where I'm going to answer your question. This is the timetable that we have come up with manually. Later, it will be done by an algorithm. And this timetable, we're going to have this project for the next 6 years. And after 6 years, we'll donate all the equipment to the schools and then commercialize the idea. Now, right now, we are in phase 0. And phase 0 starts in 2 weeks' time. That is on September 15th, because the principals have requested so. So it will continue up to October 12th, 1 week before exams begin. Yes, that's phase 0. And this is where we're going to do the dry run. Phase 1, January 2026 to December 2030. What that means, that the 10th grade shall have graduated from high school. We call that one phase 1. In phase 2, we take another cohort from January 2027 and we take them up to 2031. That means the second cohort of 10th graders shall have graduated from high school, the full cohort, not this other cohort that will come after that one. Now, with this now, we will now quite sure that our thing is working. We'll repackage it and then make it commercial because it has worked. It is working. So we're going to run 2 full years of 10th grade in the senior secondary school. So that's what those phases represent. Now, Kiswate project ends in December 2031. We'll donate all equipment to adopted schools, commercializes the idea, and introduces it to other countries in Africa. Madam Betty Kobe, I don't know how far you are away from retirement, but assuming that you are retiring in 3 years or in 4 years' time, I'm just using that as an example, you are the right candidate to work very hard for this thing, because when we introduce us to other countries in Africa and be having positions like, I'll make announcements like this. Kiswate Digital Academy Ambassador to the Republic of Rwanda, Rhoda Hanaka. Kiswate Digital Academy to the Republic of Uganda, Betty Ikobe. Kiswate Digital Academy Ambassador to the Republic of South Africa, Michael Ahendera. Kiswate Digital Academy Ambassador to the Republic of Ghana, my Chief of Staff, Rose Deborah Opeo. Kiswate Digital Academy to the Republic of Egypt, my PA, Mary Odhiambo. Kiswate Digital Academy to the Republic of Mauritius, my daughter, Effie Odhiambo. Kiswate Digital Academy Ambassador to the Republic of the Federal Republic of Tanzania, my HR Director, Geoffrey Odalo, because at that particular point, maybe Mr. Odalo shall have retired. So we have a full package for those who are joining the service, those who are serving in the service, and those who shall have retired. Who shall have everybody. Being retired is not tired. Our CEO retired around 10 years ago, but he's still very strong, conducting his duties and delivering. So I've said that, so let's move on. So with the consultant, Colin Sagege, we have settled on STEM pathway. So Madam Betty Kobe, do you have a STEM pathway in your school?
Yes, we do.
Yes, a STEM pathway. Kiswate Digital Academy should be known for STEM pathway. So in cluster number 1, we'll have English, we'll have Kiswahili, and we have Mathematics 1 and Mathematics 2. So there will be 4. Right now, I just written again Mathematics General because we don't have any CB students right now in our schools. Now, 5 to 6 is the timetable for Sega Township. That's why I've written there Sega Township. 6:30 to 7:30 is the timetable for St. Mary's Ukwala High School. Now, we move to cluster number 2. I'll come back to that later. We move to cluster number 2. We have physics, chemistry, and biology. And in cluster number 1, we are using Zoom. In cluster number 2, we are not using Zoom. Madam Betty Kobe, when you'll be teaching, I'll be having 3 cameras. One pointing on the board what you are writing, one pointing on your face, and another one pointing on the students you are teaching. So in this kind of arrangement, you will just go to class and teach normally. No logging on Zoom. My technician engineer will log you in on Zoom. And when my technicians logged you in on Zoom, you will just teach your students normally. They will answer questions, they will do homework, they will go to board to write their assignments, etc. In the number 1, when we are using Zoom, students do not have ability to go to the board unless they share from the laptop that is going to be there for the teacher, and they use the whiteboard. But this one here, they're going to use the whiteboard in the class. In the other one, they're going to use the whiteboard on Zoom. In the second one, they're going to use the whiteboard in class. So I've earmarked the following people for this cluster number 2. One is my friend, Mr. Suso, who is the principal of St. Paul's Junior Secondary School in Game Sub-County, at a place called Yala. Then we have Mr. Collins Sagege, who comes from Dede Girls Secondary School in Homa Bay County. Then we have Jamhuri Secondary School. We have Mr. Mugo, and Jamhuri Secondary School is in Dhaka. So in this particular timetable, on Tuesday from 2 to 3:30, we'll have physics. Then we'll have civics on Wednesday from 2 to 2:40. Then we'll have physics again on Thursday from 2 to 2:40. So if the timetable in that school is not aligned to this arrangement, we will give them time up to the end of the year to change their timetable for the year 2006 to get aligned to this arrangement. So this calls for changing of the timetable at the school level. We want Dede Girls to change their timetable to accommodate Mr. Collins. We want St. Paul's Junior Secondary School to change their timetable to accommodate Mr. Suso. They are not going to change because Mr. Suso is the one who gave me this time slot. Then we want also Jamhuri Secondary School, Dhaka, to change their timetable to accommodate Mr. Mugo. Then when we are done with that, we go to cluster 3. Cluster 3 is community service, and it's going to take place from October 20th to December 20th. 2 months. What will they be doing? They will be working in Kiswate sugarcane plantations. They will be training them on how to do data analysis using Excel, using Python. Madam Ikobe, if your school needs some work to be done, we can also reproduce your school to do cleaning, do arrange desks, etc., do painting. That is what community service means. We're also going to talk to DDOs, county commissioners, all those chiefs, if they have some work, engineering work. It could be journalism work, like Kiswate TV. We deploy some of them at the Kiswate TV, and we are also going to teach them website development and app development, so that after the 2 months stint at Kiswate Digital Academy, they go away with a skill that can help them in the future to get a job. That is the plan. Now, I'm going to my second explanation. My second explanation is about this. Madam Beatrice Ikobe, we cannot allow students from your school to take more than one subject. During the dry run, we are training them. They're going to face challenges. They must just take one subject. Now, Madam Betty Kobe, which of these subjects, these time slots favors your school? We want you just to pick one. Betty, are you there?
Yes, yes, yes.
Just pick one subject that favors your school, and please don't favor yourself, so that they pick your subject. Because with or without them, you are still gonna be
No, no, no.
on the timetable.
No, I'm choosing chemistry.
So chemistry will favor yourself, all right?
Yes.
So it means your school will have 3 classes for chemistry. The 3 classes, the 3 classes for chemistry will be Form 3, 2000, no, let me use Form 2, 2025, Chemistry 1. Form 2, 2025, Chemistry 2. Form 2, 2025, Chemistry 3. So you'll have 3 classes. So when we bring internet to your school, we'll make sure we put internet in 3 classes. Is that clear?
Okay. Very clear.
And because you are brought by Mr. Hendera, I hereby authorize you immediately after this meeting to call my Wi-Fi internet contractor, Mr. Amos Otieno, and ask him when is he bringing the internet to your school. And the internet should be in the staff room, the internet should be in your office, the principal's office, administration block, teacher's toilet. We want the internet even into the toilet. It's also going to be in the dining room. It's going to be also, if there's a principal staying within the compound, a teacher staying in the compound within the quarters, in one of the gates. If you have a school bus, it has to be also in the school bus, internet, Wi-Fi on board. And you also have to be around the assembly area. Madam Iboke, when we bring internet to a school, I want you to arrange so that I address your students in assembly from the United States. From the United States. I just come to say hi. And after I say hi, I go away. From my comfort zone in the United States. That's what we are doing. So that is that. And thank you for choosing chemistry. I think Mr. Mugo is going to be very happy. Mr. Mugo is going to be very happy on this. Now, Madam Mr. Hendera. Mr. Hendera, are you there?
I'm here.
Is the school where you are the board chair in Nairobi ready to pick a class?
I'm having a meeting next week.
Okay, thank you very much for that feedback. So please, now that is the timetable. I want people to react to the timetable before I say one more thing, so that you understand what we are doing. Please, that's what was approved by the principals. What do you teachers think? Is that timetable doable? Can I show it again so that you check if it is your schedule will allow you to teach? Madam Iboke, look at your name.
Yes, yes.
Is it doable, 6:30 to 7:30?
Very good for me. It's
doable.
doable
Mr. Hendera, look at your timetable. 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Is it doable?
That's okay with me.
Okay, I move to Eric Oduor. Eric Oduor from State House Girls High School in Nairobi. You are the global teacher for mathematics at Sega Township classes. And you'll be teaching on Thursday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Is that doable?
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. It's manageable.
Okay. Madam Cynthia Oyuga. I don't know. Madam Cynthia Oyuga is not here. Madam Cynthia Oyuga is not here. I don't know what. Mr. Hendera, did you manage to talk to Madam Cynthia Oyuga?
Yes, I called her personally.
Okay, we're going to find out. She's going to watch the video, but tomorrow, if she's absent, we're going to remove her from the timetable. Now, we have Madam Lino Aga. Madam Lino Aga from St. Mary's Ukwala High School. Your class is from 6:30 to 7:30. Is it doable?
For now, maybe once we have seen the school program, because we've just opened.
But this thing is going to be permanent. It's going to be permanent. We cannot change it midway. So now you either tell us, look here, you either tell us it is doable, we proceed, or it is not doable, we remove you from the timetable. This class is going to affect 10,000 schools in the country. So if you are not available, we cannot hold 10,000 schools at ransom because you are not available when there are other people who are available. And this slot, 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., was given by your principal.
Now, with all due respect, I think it's also important that you listen to us because we have lesson 6:30 to 7:30. So once I get my timetable, then I will know that I'm free at that time.
So what do you want me to do?
I will give you feedback tomorrow because I know by tomorrow morning the timetables will be out.
Please,
Yes.
if by the end of the day tomorrow I don't get feedback, I'll replace you with somebody else. Thank you so much. It's not that I don't want to listen to people, but you just need to understand the nature of what I'm doing. Madam Lynn, are we together?
We are.
And can you introduce yourself? People did introduction and you are away. So I want you to
No,
introduce yourself.
I was just,
Hold on, Madam Oaga. I want you to
yes.
put on your video so that you introduce yourself, so that the AI can capture your image, so that our AI can tag your image with your name. It's very important. Yes, please introduce yourself.
My name is Lynn Ohaga. I'm a teacher of English and literature at Ukwala High School and a global teacher under the Kiswate digital program for English and literature.
Okay, thank you very much. So we move on. I'm going to sharing. So, Mary, are you there? Mary, are you there? Mary is not there. Director HR, are you there? Who should help me here? Mr. Hender, are you there? Am I in the meeting alone?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. So let me share again and share. Now, Mr. Hendera,
Yes.
note down that Mrs. Lynn Oaga is not sure whether 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. will work for her. And she is to confirm tomorrow in the morning. And Ms. Lynn Oaga, when you confirm, don't confirm with me. Confirm with your principal, who is Mr. Hindera. Confirm with your principal. Madam Lina, is that okay?
It is okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we move on. Mathematics. Geoffrey Odalo from Maparasha Secondary School in Kajiado. Is that doable?
Very okay with me.
Thank you very much. Then we go to class number 2, physics, chemistry, and biology. For St. Paul's Junior Secondary School, is not here. He's the one who gave me those time slots. He is comfortable. Then we move to Dede Girls Secondary School. Mr. Collins, is the timetable good with you? Mr. Collins? I don't know whether Mr. Collins is still there. Mr. Collins is not here, maybe has dropped. So Mr. Endera, note that by the time we are discussing then, Mr. Collins was not available. So you need to call Mr. Collins and ask him if it is comfortable with the timetable. Then for Jamhuri Secondary School, Mr. Mugo, Mr. Endera, may I ask you, did you find Mr. Mugo on phone?
I didn't. I tried and I couldn't, so I text him.
Okay, what you do now, please note, the teacher was not reached. We could not reach the teacher. We could not reach the teacher for that. For community service, this one not have any problem. Community service will not have any problem. When I ask Obwar to do that, he has mastered the craft, there will be no problem. So I want everybody to pay attention on how you're going to be paid if this thing works out. Please, I'm now discussing money, and I want you to pay attention. Listen and listen to me very well. And I don't want to use PDF. I want to use Microsoft Word so that you can, or let me use Microsoft Word. I'm gonna pull up Microsoft Word here, this one, and here we also learn, please learn from me, and I'm gonna learn from you. When we pull this Microsoft Word, you are able to teach using this. If you are a mathematics teacher or English teacher, you are able to use this. So you don't need to stress yourself with the whiteboard on Zoom. So what you do, you come here, it has a feature, we have file, home, insert, draw. So you come to what we call a draw. When you come to draw, you pick a pen, I'm gonna pick red, and then I click on draw, then I can be able to draw. So I'm gonna talk about pay for Kiswate Digital Academy Global Teachers. Now, when I'm not collecting money from anybody, I'm paying you from my pocket, and this is 3,000 per hour. Somebody told me that I'm crazy. Why am I paying them 3,000 per hour? That's a lot of money. The person didn't understand. So I want you to understand, why am I paying you 3,000 per hour? And this is not even enough money. I'm only going to pay you this because we are not collecting any money. But when we start collecting any money, it will be more than this. And depending on how hardworking you are, your pay will be defined by an algorithm that is going to be developed by Levi Bushuru as a data scientist. So you are the global teacher. You are here. You are on screen. You are on screen. Now, when you are on screen, I want Mrs. Lynn Oaga to take her phone and call 25 principals. Why is Mrs. Lynn Oaga calling 25 principals that we're going to have logging in for these classes? Mrs. Oaga, do you know the reason why I want you to call 25 principals? Madam Oaga, are you there?
I'm there.
So do you know the reason why I want to take a phone and call 25 principals?
Not really.
Please pay attention, and pay attention very well, because you'll be asked this question. When you are teaching from St. Mary's Ukwala High School, St. Mary's Ukwala High School has donated you, has loaned you to Kiswate Digital Academy. And when you are logging in the class from your office, from the digital lab, remember, you don't need to be in the class. In this setup, you don't need to be in the class. You can teach from your home. You can teach from the digital lab. You can also teach from your office. You don't need to be in a class.
Yeah.
What will happen? We'll have students in 10,000 schools throughout the Republic of Kenya logging into your class. That's why we are calling you the global teacher. You are teaching everybody. That is why you can't afford to be absent. But look here. It is very unsafe to leave the students alone in those 10,000 schools. So we're going to have another teacher who can teach the same subjects as you, who's going to grade the homework, and this one we are calling them assistant subject teacher. AST. Assistant to who? Assistant to Mrs. Lynn Oaga. What will this teacher be teaching? Will be teaching English, because Mrs. Lynn Oaga is teaching English in 10,000 schools. Now, Mrs. Lynn Oaga will not get worried about grading, because this teacher can grade English. He's trained to teach English. Now, in 10,000 school, we're going to have 10,000 teachers. No, not all of them will teach English. Some of them will teach, could only teach other subjects. So let's say we take 5,000 schools. So we are paying this teacher 1,000. And we are having 5,000 of them. So Mrs. Lino Aga is the boss for 5,000 teachers. Mrs. Lino Aga is the hiring manager for 5,000 assistant subject teachers. He's going to manage them, make sure they enter marks, he meets them in meetings, she coaches them, he motivates them to work, make sure they are not late for class, etc. Because they are assisting you in 5,000 schools. We pay them 1,000. So you're going to be a manager. How much are we going to pay these teachers? We're going to pay them 5 million. When I tell you this, some people are saying that I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Now, Mrs. Lino Haga, in some of the schools, we will not have English teachers because we have shortage of English teachers in the country. But we cannot leave students alone. What will happen? We are calling this teacher assistant class teacher. And when we have assistant class teacher is when I'm happy. When I have assistant subject teacher, Mrs. Lino Haga, I'm not happy. And I'll show you why I'm not happy. Now, assistant class teacher cannot grade English. And how many are they? There were 10,000, so we will be 5,000 here. So this teacher we pay 500 shillings per hour because he cannot grade. We multiply by 5,000. So this will give you 2.5 million. So already, before I pay myself, before I pay Bushuru and anybody, any administrator, I'm spending 7.5 million in teaching 10,000 schools across the country. And part of these 10,000 schools, 5,000 of them do not have English teacher. And I have Mrs. Lino Haga teaching this. So we have reduced teacher shortages by that magnitude. One teacher is teaching 5,000. So the teacher shortage, the 5,000 that we had, the gap that we have, has been filled by Mrs. Lino Haga, courtesy of my technology, creativity, thinking, and a data professional, data scientist. So I don't know why I'm not able to push. Yes, I'm now able to push. Mrs. Lino Haga, are you still there?
I'm there.
Okay, I want you to follow clearly because you're going to explain to the others. I told you that I'm not hiding anything. I want everybody to know the secret behind this thing. Now, Mrs. Lino Haga, if I see you have hired too many English teachers to be assistant subject teacher because you don't want grade, or I'll fire you. This is no. I don't like it. Why do I not like it? It is not promoting the ideals and the mission of Kiswate Digital Academy. The ideals and the mission of Kiswate Digital Academy is to have one teacher teach in multiple schools so that we reduce teacher shortages by between 35% to 50%. So I'll ask you one question, Mrs. Lino Haga. Let me ask you a question, Mrs. Lino Haga. If there are English teachers who are as qualified as you, they have TSA numbers, why must they log in our classes? Why can't they just teach the students themselves? Miss Lynn, does that make sense to you?
No.
It doesn't make sense?
Okay, I'm a bit confused.
Yes. Let me put it this way, Ms. Lino Haga. You must understand this. If you have English teachers, being your assistant subject teacher, are we addressing the teacher shortages? No, let me put it this way. If there's an English teacher in that school that you are hiring, do they have a shortage of English teachers?
No.
So it does not meet the ideals of Kiswate Digital Economy. We are only doing this because we want to reduce teacher shortages by between 35 to 50%. Now, the only time, Mrs. Lino Haga, you can hire an assistant subject teacher who is teaching English, who will help you in grading, is this. A school can have multiple streams, and then they can have a couple of English teachers. But those teachers are not enough to teach all the lessons in that school. In that particular case, because this class is offered after class, after the class has ended, you can hire the English teacher. Because when you hire the English teacher, you are not going to have a problem of grading. The English teacher will grade for you. But we expect them to be very few. We don't expect to be as many as the assistant class teacher. Does it now make sense to you, Mrs. Ohaga?
It does.
Very good, very good. We are continuing. We are doing very well. Now, let's move on. Now, Mrs. Lina Ohaga, the next question you should ask me. My budget is 7.5 million for these teachers, and one is earning 1,000 per hour, one is earning 500. But you here, you are teaching 10,000 students, but you are just getting a paltry 3,000 per hour. So these teachers, after teaching for us for 1 year, and they undergo the training and pass, and you recommend them, you like working with them, you will hire them to become global, KDA global teachers. You are the one who's going to hire, not me. If you hire the wrong person, I see the person making a mess, you go with that teacher. Mr. Hendera. Mr. Hendera, are you there?
I am.
Director HR, are you there?
I am.
Mr. Hendera,
Yes,
what I'm saying, if you hire a wrong teacher to come and teach with for us, and we see it on the screen, what will happen that you will go with that teacher?
Correct, absolutely.
You will go. So, Madam Lynn, when we give you the opportunity to hire 10,000 teachers across the country, and you hire wrong teachers who cannot teach using this method, who are not digital educators, you will go with that teacher. You will be under suspension for 1 year, and after in 1 year, you come back. So, Madam Lynn, tell me, in English, how many lessons do you have in a week in one class? Let's say Form 2 class.
Form 2, it's 6 lessons.
So, tell me, how many minutes are those?
That is 40 times 6, 240.
240 divided by 60, that is 4 hours. So look here, when you teach a full load, how much will be your pay? Will be 4,000 times 3,000, 4 times 3,000, and this is going to be 1,200. This is just in 1 week. If you teach a full load, that's going to be 12,000. And somebody is saying that this is a lot of money. So my bill right now will be 7. Let me do it this way. Eric, can you help me, please? Eric is a mathematician. Mr. Odalo, can you help me, please? With this calculation, I have 7.5 million. Is written like this. And then I have 12,000 that goes to Mrs. Ohaga. And my heart is really crying for Mrs. Ohaga because we are not doing justice to her. We are paying her peanuts. So this is going to be 7,500 and 12.
Yako ni ndio iko na market.
So, Mrs. Ohaga, are you still lost?
No, I'm following.
These are the expenses, all right?
Mm.
Okay, let me start a new one. So in this new one, remember when you start teaching, you should draw like me, Mrs. Ohaga.
Yes.
So expenses on teachers alone is 7,512,000. On Zoom accounts, I'm going to have 6 Zoom accounts, and I'll calculate the expense is going to be 187,000. The salary for my data scientist in Kenya is going to be 300,000. He can't take anything less than 300,000 per month. And we divide that by 12 months. If we do these classes once in a month, 300,000 divided by 12. Mr. Odal, what is 300,000 divided by 12? Eric?
Yes. 25,000. It's 25,000.
25,000, 300,000 divided by 25,000. I'll go by what you say. So you will be paying him this. No, not per month. It's 300,000 per month. I wanted you to divide by weeks. It's gonna be 75,000. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that miscalculation. Let's say we conduct the classes. I'm just doing a hypothetical situation. This is not a real situation. This is 75,000. Then I'm also working. I've been working on this project for the last 11 years. And instead of me getting money, I'm using my money to fund this project. So I also need to be paid. When I work in the United States, in a project like this, I'm paid 150,000 US dollars a year. And because this one I'm the boss, I'd ask my HR consultant to pay me 200,000 US dollars a year. So when you divide that, maybe in a month, it will be 10,000 US dollars. When you put that, a million, because I'm working and living in the United States, and my expenses are being paid in the United States. They are not being paid in Kenya, so this is $1 million per month. Now, we add all these, Mrs. Lino Haga. This is 0, 0, 0. This is 9, 14, 10, 17, 7. This is 8. And we can say that we can round it off to 9 million, 9M are the expenses from the face value. Now let's see if we'll be able to generate enough money to support that. Now, Mrs. Lino Aga, tell me,
Yes.
how many schools did we say you were teaching in? Do you remember?
10,000.
Huh?
10,000.
So 10,000. Now, with the CBC curriculum, a school like Ukwala will have 10,000, will have 1,000 students. So that's 10,000 schools. If we are able to get 10,000 schools, and in each of those 10,000 schools, we have 1,000 students. Some of schools going to have 3,000, like Rangala always have around 2,000 or 3,000. So let's work with Ukwala, the school in the category of Ukwala. Then I'm going to be having 10 million students.
Yeah.
Now, each student, we don't want to charge them a lot of money. We don't want to charge them a lot of money. Miss Lino Haga, let's assume just we charge them like, there are 50 students in the class. If we charge them 10 shillings per student, I'll multiply this one I'll multiply this one, I'm not seeing my pen, by 10. And the calculation is this, 10 shillings. That's what we're going to charge the students. And there are 1,000 students in the school. And all of them are paying. No, my calculation is wrong. This is wrong. Please forgive me. This is wrong. This is for another algorithm. The algorithm for teaching is not that. So, in a class, there are 50 students in a class. And we have 10,000 schools. And in each school, we are having 50 students. Some will be having 150, some 200, but let's just work with 50. So this will give you 500,000. Now, if we decide to charge these students, let's say 100 shillings for this is not a lot of money. $100 shillings. And in these 100 shillings, let's say we are charging them per week. We are charging them per week. So when you multiply 10,000 by 5,000, this one we're going to have 50 million. We are charging 100 shillings per week. Ms. Lino Haga, Do you think it
Yes.
is fair to charge students for tuition or for this kind of classes 100 shillings per week?
It would be okay.
Okay, so it's affordable. The parents can afford. So this
Yes.
will now give me this. When you multiply, is gonna give me 500. Or I don't know what has happened. Or I wanted the other one. This one. This one here. Yes, this one here. So the calculation here, 5,000 by 10,000 is gonna be 50 million. Is it 50 million or 500 million? This times this is these 3 zeros. Then I maintain these 3 zeros here. Then 5 by this will give me 50. So I'm having 50 million. I made a mistake. Let me go back and correct my mistake here. We are charging per week. So, and when I computed the salaries, I did not compute per week here. This is the problem. This is per hour. This one is per hour. Somebody speaking in the background is not or is not paying attention. So I made a mistake here. I've already removed this. I don't want that. So I need this. So here, I'm going to change this to 10,000 because I have 10,000 schools. And I'm charging this per hour, and there are 4 hours in a week. I'm going to multiply this by 4. And this calculation is going to give me this times this is 5 million. 5 million times 24 is 20 million. And when you add this Oaga's salary, it will be 20 million and 12,000. Let me give her just maybe like 100,000. So this will be 2.1 million. I made a mistake. So those are my expenses. Now, when you come here now, I want compute the profit here. I'm gonna compute profit. This revenue, Mr. Odal, how do you compute the profit? Mr. Odal, are you there? Mr. Odal is not there. It's going to be revenues. Revenue collected minus expenses. So, Madam Lynn, this is now going to be 50 million minus 2.1. And this is going to leave me, let me put it like 3 million. This is going to be 47.9 million is the profit. Now, Madam Lynn, I want to teach you something. Maybe if after this, you may become a computer scientist or a computer programmer and start developing algorithms for us. And when you become a computer programmer, start developing algorithm with your impressive English, I was very happy when you summarized. When you summarized my letter to, please let us have a break. Can we put on your video, please? We're going to have a break. I've done a lot of mathematics. People need to have a break, a lot of logics. Put on your video. Yes, thank you, Director HR. Now you're very punctual. I like that. Madam Waga, put on your video. I want to tell you a story. I'm always a storyteller. Madam Waga, are you there?
I'm there.
Yes, but I don't see your face. I want to see your facial expression. I want my AI to capture your facial expression so that when I get my notes, I'm guided properly. Please put on your video.
Just a minute. And
yeah, we'll wait for you. Maybe you are having technical challenges, and that's why I sent James. Smith James has not been doing a good job. James has not been a good. When you have been with James for 1 week, When
No,
I
I-
say turn on your video, it should be more than immediately. James has not been doing a good job. I'm gonna fire him. I don't know. And imagine, Madam Lynn,
I
I've
just
just
think
hired for you a trainer, one
the
person. There is no mad person in this world who can hire for you a professional like James just for one person, and I'm paying him. Every hour, every minute he spends with you, even if he does nothing, he's earning and earning very well. There's no mad person, there's no fool
No, he
in this world.
he did a good job.
Hold
He
on, hold
did a
on. Let me make my point. Mr. Dalo, there's no a fool in this world who can spend his hard-earned cash to hire for you a digitization engineer to train you for a month, and I'm paying out of pocket. If there's nothing I'm going to benefit from this thing. So, Madam Lynn, the reason why I give you this job and hired for you a trainer is to appreciate and let you know that I was very happy when you summarized my letter for the teachers at St. Mary's Ukwala High School. And it came out so nicely. The summary was so beautiful. You are communicating. And the message I was sending is this. Walimu wa St. Mary's Ukwala High School wa Kiingereza hawakufanya kazi poa. They did a good job. So, Mr. Odano, in computer science, we have garbage in, garbage out. So, I was returning it to them. Walimu wa Kiswahili, Waliwero Primary School did not do a good job. That is why I can barely communicate in Kiswahili. So that letter, when I wrote it, it was not that I could not write a decent letter. It was not that I could not hire a writer to write for me a perfect letter. But I wanted to know if in the staff room, there will be somebody who will detect the mistake and do what we call damage control for the school during my time. Mr. Odano, you need to clap for Madam Lynn Ohaga for doing damage control for the school. Huh? So what I'm saying, when we send you to this school, when you teach, you're going to meet people of all kinds, even the people you're going to supervise. Please make sure that our image remains contact, and you must do damage control. And that is the only reason why I plucked you from nowhere and give you this position when your counterparts are going to be trained for 1 full year. When they are being trained, you will be busy making money. Now, Madam Lynn Ohaga, you have now agreed with me, Mr. Andera. Let us have a discussion. Mr. Oda, let's have a discussion. Is it fair to teach the global teacher, to pay the global teacher 3,000 shillings when he or she is overseeing 10 million or 1 million students distributed all over the country? Is it fair?
No, absolutely not.
So, Madam Lynn Ohaga, I'm here to assure you, you are only going to be paid 3,000 Kenya shillings during the dry run. But once we catch up, and Mr. Odale is telling me that we are having 10 million students in our database, and out of those 10 million, we can have 1 million sign up for your class. Your pay will be paid using an algorithm. What is an algorithm? This is now where my data science skills come in. Madam Lynn Ohaga, I'm going to teach you another way on how to write. So this way, Madam Lynn Ohaga. I'm going to share my whiteboard. And the whiteboard, when you're doing the whiteboard, you move it from the screen to whiteboard. And then you share. So that is the whiteboard now. And I want everybody to log in on my whiteboard. But please don't do anything. I see 2 people logging in, 3 people logging in, 4 people logging in. Let me see if Madam Lynn Ohaga is one of them. Yes, I have. Oh, Madam Lynn Ohaga is not one of them. Oh, my God. Oh, James is not doing a good job. I'm going to fire James. Madam Lynn, do you want me to fire James? Madam Lynn, Please, can you respond? Do you want me to fire James? Madam Lynn, do you hear me? Mr. Hendera, you are
Yes.
moving all over. Please stop. Stop moving
No,
all over.
no, he's just doing a good job.
But why are you not in the meeting? Why are you not in the whiteboard? Everybody's there. But I can't see you.
I can hear you.
No, you can hear me, but there's something happening. There's something happening on the screen. Everybody has logged in. So ask James. Oh, good. I now see you. Very good. Very good. Very good. We are continuing. We are doing well. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Madam Lina Waga is there on the board. Now, on the whiteboard, you come and pick a pen now. And in this pen, you pick a color. I don't want black. I'm gonna pick red. Eric, please stop moving everywhere. So, Madam Lynn, this is what happens. How much, Madam Lynn, did we raise in just 1 week? Do you remember? Somebody's writing. Mr. Odalo, please stop. Please stop. I'm going to remove you. Mr. Odalo is all over. He's excited. He has discovered a new thing. So, Madam Lynn, do you remember how much we raised? 50 million.
In the calculation?
Yes, 50 million. And 2.1 million went on expenses.
Mm.
And we are saying the surplus, all profit is going to be 47. This is a hypothetical situation. We may not have 10,000 students, but we can 10 million students, but we can have 1 million. This is just a hypothetical situation. Now, Madam Lino Aga, have you ever come across any company who makes 47 million profit in 1 week?
Not that I know of.
Okay, somebody said that this Maidisha is like Safaricom of Kenya. No, he degraded me. Kama ningekuwa naribu na Mr. Odalo, when he used to carry my briefcase, ningemwambia, weka ye kiboko, weka ye kiboko. Please don't compare me with the Safaricom of Kenya. Safaricom of Kenya is junior. This company is equivalent. We are in the rank of Instagram, we are in the rank of Facebook, we are in the rank on WhatsApp. And you would wonder, how do they make their money if they are providing free services? This is how they make their money. Now, Madam Lynn, this is what I call the tele-evangelist, pastors, algorithm of Kenya. I just want to explain the algorithm, then I'll stop. I don't want to bore you too much. But you need, as my managers, you need to understand this concept. You must understand what I'll be doing. Now, televangelist pastors algorithm of Kenya states that it took me 4 years to discover this. So look here, a pastor, standard 7 graduate. And when he received the salvation, he now started preaching on the street, telling people that the Holy Spirit has directed him to preach on the streets. He gets a few followers, and all of a sudden, this class 7 graduate who was riding, not even having a bicycle, is not now riding a bicycle, he's riding a Lamborghini, Mercedes-Benz. All of a sudden, he starts preaching on the TV. And now, all of a sudden, he buys a house in Rwanda. He then buys several of them. Then you ask him, man of God, how do you make your money? You have risen so quickly, so sudden. Then the man of God tells you, oh man, me, I'm just blessed by God. I'm just blessed by God. Then you ask yourself, I was born in the church. Huh? I've been going to the church since I was born. And I work very hard every day. Where is God? I tithe. I pray. Why can't God also bless me like this televangelist pastor of Kenya? What did I do to God? Why am I not making inroads? I have even a university degree and I can't make it. This is the reason, Lino Haga. Televangelists, those that you see preaching on the TV every lunchtime, have hired the best brains, professors, to do for them research. What research are they doing? What are the issues that are stressing Kenyans? What problems are they going through? What message should I give them over lunch period? And then he goes to the TV, he signs an agreement with the television, and he says he's gonna preach there for 1 hour. And he preaches, out of 50 million Kenyans, 20 million have got TVs. And out of 20 million, if he's able to attract 1 million to attend to the lunchtime preaching or lunchtime glory, and then after they have been blessed, because he's addressing things that are stressing them, some are suffering from HIV AIDS, some are very poor, can't take their children to school, some are suffering from cancer, and he has preached the relevant message. I'm not against pastor. My mother is a pastor. I hang out with pastors. My pastors are my friend, but on this one, I'm not agreeing with them. Somebody sent me a message. Let me see. Maybe he's a pastor. I have nothing wrong with pastors. No, I can't read the message. Yeah, somebody's having a class that starts at 7 p.m. Please just leave. You will watch the recordings. Eric, you will just watch the recording. Collins Agege, that's fine. Watch the recording. So the point is this. He preaches for 1 hour and it attracts 1 million viewers because television is nationwide. And each one of them decide to send them 100 shillings on his M-Pesa. Then this man of God will raise 100 million. Because 100 shillings times 1 million, that's 100 million, just in 1 hour. Who earns 100 shillings, 100 million Kenya shillings in 1 hour? Then out of this, what the man of God does, pay his professors, pay the the television for 1 hour, 6 million, and then pay the professors who are researchers 9 million. And then when you take this 15 million from this, the man of God remains with 85 million. Just in 1 hour. Again, Lynn Ohaga.
Yes.
Do you know of any company that makes 85 million in 1 hour?
No.
The televangelists make this even more. Is there any Kenya who cannot afford 100 shillings?
$100 shillings?
Yes. Is there any Kenya, the poorest? Just 100 shillings after the one who God has preached and sweated. And this message has blessed you. And you have been radicalized. Is there anybody in Kenya who cannot afford 100 shillings?
They'll find it somehow.
They'll find. So do you agree with me? The man of God will raise 100 million.
Yes.
So it took me 4 years doing research in the United States to discover this. Now, that's why I'm calling this the televangelist pastors algorithm of Kenya. So this is the algorithm we're going to use to raise money. I'm doing this project because schools are broke. The government has stopped subsidy. Schools cannot pay board of management teachers. So we have to give them a business. It's not the first time schools are getting involved in business. All along, schools have been growing vegetables so that they don't buy from out. They just get from their farm to reduce expenses. That's a business. All along, schools have been keeping cows so that they have their own milk. When they want to make milk tea to the students and what have you, they just get it from the garden. That is a business. So just like those businesses have counted, this is a business for my adopted schools as a data scientist, so that we can pay school fees arrears, we can pay scholarship, we can fund remedial classes, and we can also digitize schools. Mrs. Ohaga, does that make sense to you?
It does.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Eric has gone. I wanted to add another board. So, yes, I think you add it from here. No. You don't. Eric, is Eric there? Eric has left. I think you add it from here. No, that's Zoom. That's Zoom. This one you reduce. How do I add another board? I'm unable to add a board. So bad. Yeah, whiteboard. Yeah. Rename, background color, whiteboard history, View, find, export, open, help. How do I add a new one? Mr. Odalo, can you tell me how I can add another board? It is just a button I'm missing. How do I add another one? When this is one, I'm unable to add another board, and this is very bad. Oh, how do I add another board? I've done it before, but I don't know why I'm not. Let me try that. Oh, with the AI, you can also generate, but they're going to charge me a lot of money. Let me try this. That's minimize. This one, fit to screen. 100. Yeah, I've managed to push. Hold on, I managed to push it. Please let me make my point. So the man of God has remained with the 85 million, and the man of God is doing this because the Kenya has got very weak laws governing this. In other countries like the United States of America, you can't do that unless you want to go to jail. So we are going to use televangelist algorithm to raise money and raise a lot of money. When we raise that money, Mrs. Lino Haga, I'm not going to pocket that money. We're going to share it with the schools. Let's say we share it 50-50, whatever we raise. So we're going to get 24 million. This is 1 week. What about we to do it in 4 weeks? What about if we do it in 1 year? This is in 1 month. And what about if we do it in 12 months? How much money will we be raising? So it's a lot of money. 24 times 48. When you multiply this, is a lot of money. Let me round this one down. 20. And you multiply by this, 48. Let me round it up, 50. So it will be approximately Madam Lynn, how much is this? Madam Lynn, do you hear me?
I can hear you now. I think it had.
I was on mute, I'm sorry. Now, did you understand my algorithm, how we're going to raise money?
Yes.
In a summary, when you go back to the staff room of St. Mary's Ukwala High School, what message are you going to give them?
based on this particular Zoom meeting.
Yes.
No, definitely, I would encourage them to embrace the program because it is something that would be beneficial to students, not just students of Ukwala, but students countrywide.
That's
It is
one.
something
But
that
I want you to tell them this. Tell them that the Kiswate Digital Academy is a business, and a good
Yes.
business for that matter, that will not only benefit the founder, but will also benefit the teachers, the school, and the students at large. Because we're going to give scholarships using this money. We're going to buy computers using this money. We're going to digitize our labs using this money. We're going to pay salaries using this money. So, Madam Lynn, I wanted to tell you that the 3,000 we are paying you is because we are not making money. When we start making money, your salary will be computed by an algorithm like that one of Uber. And this algorithm will look at how you teach, how long did you teach, how receptive were students to your class, how old reviews do they give you? Do they give you 5 out of 5? Do they give you 4 out of 5? And then it will also give you what the number of students that you were teaching in your class, how many the number of students that you were able to attract. What about the number of school? All those factors will be put together, so you'll be paid by an algorithm. So when you are paid for an algorithm, how will your pay look like? On a good day, you will earn 100,000 in 1 week. On a good week. On a bad week, you may earn something like 10,000 or even 2,000. On an excellent week, you may earn like 150,000. But it will take us some time before we develop the algorithm. So the payment will be manual for the beginning. So at this particular point, I want to give everybody a chance to react to my presentation. The 10,000 students are hypothetical situation, is a hypothetical situation. We may have 1 million, we may have 3 million, we may have 5 million, we may have 100,000, but the thing is, at the end of the day, we'll have some money because the profit is calculated at the school level. Each student is paying 100 for 50 students, that is 5,000. Then we are paying the teacher 1,000 maximum. We take 1,000, give the teacher, and we take 4,000. So there is no way we will make a loss, even if the number of students are few, even if the number of schools are few. We will always be having something. And that something we have is what we're going to take and pay Madam Lynn Oaga as Kiswate Digital Academy Global Teacher. And why am I designing this project? I'm designing this project because my adopted schools from my village, whom I've worked with for the last 5 years, who are sponsoring students, are broke. They are bankrupt. The government is not giving subsidy. They are situated in regions where parents are very poor. The parents cannot afford to pay fees, so the fee arrears are very high. So after developing a business, we want to go out there and trade with other schools. If you want to attend our classes, if you are short of teachers, please come to our class. We teach our students very cheaply. And when we teach, you have to pay us. We may charge as low as 10 shillings per student or as low as 20 shillings per student. Things like that. So reaction to my presentation, I will start with Mr. Hendera, the principal. Or the principal, do you want to go to last? Do you want to go last?
Yeah, let me go last.
Okay, and the second last will be Eric if he's there. Let me start with my PDA. My PDA, do you want to become a teacher? Do you want to abandon your computer science career and become a teacher like Madam Lynn Oaga, the global teacher?
Yes.
Madam Lynn Oaga advised me, what do I do with my PDA? She wants to leave computer science and become a teacher. Madam Lynn, can you advise me what I do with my PDA?
She can do both.
But now, PDA, if you become a teacher, who will design this program for Madam Lynn Oaga?
I'll be teaching people on how to design them.
how to design the algorithm.
Yes.
Do you think it is easy? It has taken me 11 years on snow and hot summers.
Yeah, it's easy.
Is it easy?
Yes.
Can you please develop for me algorithm for paying Madam Lino Aga?
Hello.
I want you to develop for me an algorithm for paying Madam Lino Aga. Because Madam Lino Aga cannot earn 3,000 shillings.
Yes, I can develop that will be following the strategies to pay on time. Yes.
Do you think it's easy?
Yeah, there is nothing difficult.
So you're going to develop it for sure?
Yes.
After how long?
5.
After how long?
After 5 weeks.
But mine took me 11 years. Are you realistic?
11 years. But
Yes!
you are
I've been in the
started
United
by
States
learning fast.
doing this research for the last 11 years. To discover the pastors, evangelist pastor algorithm of Kenya took me 4 years. To discover the lazy teacher algorithm, the lazy class teacher algorithm took me 3 years. To discover the lazy subject teacher algorithm, which has led to dynamic digital library, took me 7 years.
Now you see the difference is that you started learning from scratch, and it had to take you some time so that you learn, then you start developing for your own.
Mary, for sure,
Yes.
if you get me the algorithm that is going to pay Madam Lino Haga in 5 weeks, I'm going to reward you with 1 million shillings when this thing generates money. And it's recorded, and Mr. Hendera is my witness. Mr. Hendera, do you hear that?
Perfectly, I've heard it. It's
I
not
have a
easy.
Gen Z here who's going to develop algorithm for developing, for paying me my Kiswate Digital Academy Global Teacher in 5 weeks. She's a computer science student, and if she does that, I'm going to give you a reward of 1 million in 5 weeks. Hey, that will be very good. That one will be very good. Okay. Anyway, that is that. Any reaction, Mr. Odalo, my director HR? Please react to my presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Pius, the Director General and the founder. I think this is a very good idea, and I've seen the calculation how the revenue will be trickling in, and the expenses involved, and the profit that's going to be realized, and the way we are going to be giving back to the community. That is very good, and I think it's a motivating factor, as one of the people have also said. That is going to be a motivating factor to schools, especially the principals that have always have challenges when it comes to collection of the school fees. I think if they realize that the school fees, part of the money will be going back to the schools as school fees to assist the needy students, this will be a motivating factor for them, because one of the big challenges that the principals have on the ground is the collection of fees. In fact, the boards are on their neck that they have to collect fees every now and then. But if this can assist them in raising part of the fees, it's going to be a motivating factor. And also, I think there's one of the core competencies in the CBE, maybe starting next year, digital literacy. Digital literacy is a core competence, and therefore, with this initiative, it's also going to realize that competence. Thank you so much for this idea.
Thank you. Madam Lino Haga is still there?
I'm still here.
With this kind of explanation idea, do you see me when I go on Facebook to schools and say a video that I'm going to buy you a school bus? I promise that at Kagonya Secondary School. Do you see me buying not only a bus, but buses for Kiswate adopted schools?
Yeah, sure. With what you've presented, I believe that you should be able to realize the dreams that you have for this business, and also just in a way of giving back to the community in terms of sponsorships and maybe purchasing the buses and all those things. It is
Another
something
question
that
to you, Mrs. Lino Haga. I've told the principals very clearly that I want to write off their debts. The Sega Township has got 3 million debt yearly. Sega Girls, the debt yearly is around 7 million. Ukwala might even be higher, but Uyundo, Kagonya, those one are small day school, their debts cannot go beyond 1 million or 500,000 because we're going low. When you put all these things together, I just need a check of 50 million and maybe 30 million and I'll write off the debt for the year. Now, when I tell the principal that I want to write off their debts so that they can start from afresh, some of them are doubting me. Now, with this kind of explanation, if Kenyans buy our idea, and I said I don't want to behave like the televangelist pastors of Kenya, who pockets everything, and people are dying of HIV/AIDS. Students cannot go to school, and these are the people that give them the money. These are the people that they collect the money from. Because Kenya has got very weak laws. So, Madam Lino Aga gonna post this video on YouTube. I'm giving you a responsibility. When you go back to Kuala High School over lunchtime, use this video to make a presentation. Use this video to make a presentation so that the teachers can be motivated. The principals can be motivated. We are broke. The government is stopping subsidy. The parents cannot afford to pay fees. And this is what I do for companies as a data scientist. I'm hired by companies like World Bank, IMF. I go spend there 3 months, and after they pay me, I fail to go. I don't work for the next 1 year, because what they have given me is enough for that 1 year. So pastors who use this algorithm to fleece money from the unsuspecting public, if there's this thing called heaven, I doubt whether they will go to heaven. But if I was Mr. Endera, if I was the owner of that heaven, I would not allow them in.
We will lock the gates.
But I'm told only Beelzebub locks the gate. Are you a Beelzebub? Okay, I don't want this meeting to go very long, but I cannot end the meeting without Rhoda and Mrs. Ikobe making their contribution. Very briefly, in less than a minute, please react to my presentation, and then we hand it over to Mr. Endera, and then we close.
Okay,
Thank you so
maybe
much,
I can go
Pius.
first.
Oh, let Betty go first. Let Ikobe go first, and then Rhoda second, please. Thank you for your understanding.
All right, thank you very much. That was a very good presentation. And I'm just looking at my school, what the director has said about the principals having challenges of collecting fees and the Kiswate Digital coming in to assist. I'm actually seeing a situation whereby the schools may have to stop collecting fees altogether because the students will be able to afford the 20 shillings and still learn. So, which might pose a challenge. Mr. Pius, are you scared the government might run after you?
No. We are not going to kill any school. We're going to operate within the school. We are not going to kill the schools. We're going to operate within the schools. And once we do that, we collect money, we're going to leave part of the money in the school to develop the schools.
Yes, that's why I was saying it's a very good idea because it's going to come in handy. And I'm sure even the parents are going to embrace it. It's a very good. Personally, I wish we had already adapted this because we are having a very
But my
serious
problem
challenge
is
right
that
now.
communication, when I explain this to people, they don't understand the way you understand. How can Mrs. Lino Aga come in with these her good communication skills and translate what I'm saying to these principals, to the parents, so that they understand? Madam Lino Aga, any idea? Madam
I
Lino
think
Haga is
that is
gone.
where what we call civic education will need to come in. We have to do a lot of civic education for the parents to understand. They
For the
may
parent
not
to
embrace it
understand. Yes,
immediately,
yes,
but it's a
Rhoda.
good idea.
Thank you. Rhoda, please take it away.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pius, and everybody else who's on this platform. It's been a nice evening. Some of this information is quite mind-blogging. I think when you look at the calculation and the algorithm that you're using, it is going to benefit you, who's the creator of this. It's going to benefit our students. It's going to benefit the teacher. The three platforms, and even it's going to help the parents. So I think you are taking care of everybody when it comes to the sector of education, even the government. You're actually assisting the government to ensure that every child gets a chance to learn and learn from the best. Because when you say that a teacher is going to be rated, I think it is going to bring out the quality of good teachers on this platform to ensure that learners get education. And I think when it comes now to across the country, you can imagine a good teacher who teaches the whole country. I think that's a very good thing because the concepts are what the students need. That is what is going to make them to be better citizens, to have good results, to be impactful in the society that they're going to live in. And I think this is a good thing. Thank you so much and big ups to KDA. Thank you.
And I have 3 algorithms. That's just one. There's the lazy teacher algorithm, class teacher algorithm, which led to the discovery of the digital register smart ID. And then there's the lazy subject teacher algorithm, which led to dynamic Kiswate digital library. Those are just 3, and I have 10 of them. I have 10. When you look at that structure, there are 10. Now, Mr. Hendera, I want you to speak last. Mr. Hendera?
Yes, I'm here.
I want you to speak last. I didn't want to go to the whiteboard, so let me stop it. I need to change it. Madam, change it there. Then come here. There is... I don't know whether to get... maybe I'm going to get... Yeah. This one. Can you, all of you, see my screen? Mr. Dalo. Mr. Dalo, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you.
We are going to recruit students, all right?
Yes.
And the target is 10 million. And this 10 million, we are talking about grade 10, grade 9, grade 8, grade 7. That's where we end. It's grade 7 to 12. But when you come up to grade 1, we're going to get 10 million. So the idea is to get 10 million. So how do you do this? We're going to have positions in the, like in the TSC structure. We used to have staffing officers. Staffing officer for Nairobi, staffing officer for Eastern, that's what is gonna. So this is my proposed lineup, Mr. Hendera. My proposed, I don't know why this other thing is appearing. There's something appearing, blocking something there. So, Mr. Dalo. Mr. Dalo, are you there?
Yes.
We're gonna call the chief staffing officer that sits at the TSC headquarters. We're gonna call him or her chief registrar. And my chief registrar is none other than Pastor. Proposed chief registrar is none other than Pastor George Agolomolo of Redeemed Christian Church. Do you know him?
I know him personally.
Okay, good. That was my mentee. I'm the one who sent him. That was my mentee. Now let's move on. Under chief registrar, we have registrars. We're gonna have registrar for Nairobi A, Eunice Were. Do you know Eunice Were?
Not really.
We have Nairobi B, we have Feni Abongo. Do you know Feni Abongo?
No.
We have South Rift Valley. We have RK Chemitei. Do you know Chemitei?
Chemitei, I know Chemitei very well.
You know, for North Rift Valley, we have a vacancy. For Nyanza region, we have Rosbello Mondi. Do you know Rosbello Mondi?
Yes, I know Rosbella.
No,
Rosbella.
this is
Mondi, I
not
know
Rosbella.
Rosbella.
This is Rosbella. You
Rosbella.
don't know Mrs. Onunga. Mr. Odalo. Mr. Odalo doesn't know Mrs. Onunga.
Yes,
You don't know Mrs. Onunga?
there's a lot of disconnection. I don't hear me.
I'm asking you, do you know Mrs. Onunga?
Miss Sonunga, I know her very well. We were with her at Ukwala the other day.
Okay, then Molenzo Tieno. Do you know Molenzo Tieno?
Not really.
They know you have not been coming for my meeting. Then Northeastern, we have a vacancy there. Then course we have Monique Londe. Do you know Monique Londe?
Yes,
Is that position good for her?
of course, yes.
Central, we have a vacancy. Then Western, we have Wilbroda Nyagol or Wilbroda Orina. Mr. Hendere, do you know Wilbroda Orina?
I know her.
Okay, terms of service, TSC pay scale, hours, 20 hours per week. If the TSC pays them 100,000, because they are working for half a day, we pay them 50,000. This is the structure because we don't want them to leave their job. Is it remote work? Yes. And then we have the per diem table here.
Mm.
We have the per diem table there. So, Mr. Odalo,
Yes?
that is how we are going to recruit the 10 million students.
Okay.
They walk into the next high school, talk to the principal, sell the idea. If a school has got 1,000 students and the principal agrees, then we have 1,000. We do that in 10 schools, that's 10,000. We do that in 100 schools, that's 100,000. We do that in 1,000 schools, we have 1 million. Mr. Odalo, are you getting the concept?
I'm getting the concept very well.
They are registrars. But what about you, who is in charge of Rift Valley? What will you be doing? Is there a conflict of interest?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. I wish to stop there, and Mr. Hendera, please take it away and give me a minute to rush the bathroom. When I come back, we'll close the meeting with a word of prayer from Pastor Odalo, and then our next meeting tomorrow, we're going to talk about another algorithm. I'll talk about the lazy class teacher algorithm, and I'm also going to talk about the lazy subject teacher algorithm. Thank you very much. Mr. Hendera, do you want to wait for me to come back, or you want to continue?
I don't know how long it will take.
No, just 1 minute. I'm going to the bathroom. Just 1 minute, I'll be
continue.
back. Please wait for me. Is to run over time. This one I ran over time by half an hour. That's very bad. Mr. Hendera, please take it away. But it's run over time because we started late. That's why. Mr.
Yeah,
Hendera?
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Put on your
Mr.
video.
Pius.
Put on your video, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Pius, and the members who have attended this meeting. I'm really grateful for you attending, even if we've run beyond time. I'm sure if we begin this meeting on time, then we can be able to strictly remain within a specified period. But more so, I want to encourage all of us to embrace this idea and program. I know towards the beginning, there there are those teething challenges and getting to understand. But I'm sure if you buy the idea and the principals buy the idea, then it is something that is worthwhile. Currently, many schools in this country are experiencing financial challenges. In the school where I'm the chairman of the board, Form 4s alone run into fees arrears of about 10 million. And it's an agenda that we have every day when we have board meetings. How do you collect this money? Besides that, there's a question of the school infrastructure. The government has a vote for that, which is not forthcoming. And indeed, even in about a year or so, when you hear the government saying that free secondary education is unsustainable, it's going to happen. So that when you see challenges of capitation, not coming to school on time, even when it comes in bits. It leaves very many schools with a lot of challenges. Some schools are actually being auctioned because of creditors. And therefore, with this kind of a project where schools are wondering how then do they benefit, I think when we talk about plowing back into the schools, improving their infrastructure, upscaling their IT levels, and benefiting the students and the teachers, is something that if all of us embrace and have a positive attitude towards it, it's going to work. So I want to encourage all of us that let us look at it positively. Let us sell the idea. Sometimes very difficult because people in Kenya have a mentality that things don't work. Until they begin working, then they now want to come in running to see whether they can be accommodated. But let's pick it up. Let's embrace the whole idea. It's our project. It's not Pius Odhiambo's project. He has sold us the idea. We have seen it. We have seen the idea, so we can run away with it, so that it outlives him as the creator. And I'm looking at it in the sense that at one point, when he leaves it, then we shall have now picked it up and it runs by itself. So thank you very much once again for coming. Let's meet on time again tomorrow, so that we can begin. We can unpack this whole thing, so that by the time it kicks off, everybody exactly knows where and the direction that we're going to take. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. With those remarks from Mr. Endera, I ask Mr. Odalo to pray and then we end the meeting. And thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you so much. Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus, we thank you, we glorify your name this evening, Lord. We are grateful for the idea, Jehovah, for the initiative that is just coming, that is oncoming, Jehovah. We pray that you are going to guide us, and you are also going to give us the energy to soldier on, Jehovah, with this idea for the benefit of our nation, Jehovah, and also for the glory of your name. Father, for the activities that we still have before us ahead of this program, Jehovah, we pray for that you are going to give us strength, you are going to give us energy, you are going to give us the motive, Jehovah, to continue with it. But as we are going to retire to our places, Jehovah, this evening, to our places of rest, Jehovah, we pray for your protection, that you may cover each and every one of us with the blood of Jesus Christ. We depart, Jehovah. We pray that we may meet in future, Jehovah, so that we can give thanks unto you. Thank you, and we glorify your name in Jesus' mighty name. Let's say amen.
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 Thank you very much. See you tomorrow on time
Amen.
at 6.
Amen.
Okay, I would like to end the meeting now. Bye.